Hey guys, okay, we're back for part 2 of my kitchen deep clean and organize session. This is a Friday. I just got in from work and I just got my last Amazon order that's got my last organizational type item that I bought to try to help me with my kitchen. Now, I don't really have a huge plan of what I'm gonna do. I just kind of went on Pinterest and got some ideas, and then I ordered some things off Amazon to help me organize my kitchen a little better than what it already is. So I'm excited to show you real quickly what all I got. I'm not real sure where I'm going to put everything, but as I go along, I'm hoping everything that I actually bought will work in my kitchen. So let's start with, I've got this little container. I have an area in my kitchen where I have my grandmother's teacups and saucers and some of my aunts. So I've got an area up in my cupboard where I think I can put this as a corner cabinet and set all of her saucers. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's enough for 6, and I think I may have 6. At least 6, to get that kind of organized in my cabinet, and I'll show you where I'm going to put that. So I'm very excited about getting that little spot organized, because right now they're just kind of laid up in there and I don't really get to enjoy them like I should. Eventually I'm also going to get a piece of glass in a certain cabinet so I can really enjoy seeing them and they're not just behind a cabinet. Okay, my next item is I got this is a refrigerator and freezer organizer, but I'm hoping I can use this up under my sink area where I've got all my cleaning products, especially my Mrs. Meyer's cleaning products. I like to kind of have those in a certain area, and then my other miscellaneous cleaners over to the right. So I'm hoping that this might help me under the cabinet. So I didn't really know what I was going to do with everything I got here today, so I was just hoping it would fit somewhere in my kitchen. So we shall see. So that's number 2. Then I've got some just some simple little black organizers. I've got only one junk drawer in my kitchen, so I don't know if I'll be able to use. I got 3 of these, and I'm not sure if 2 of these. It's kind of long and narrow, so I got to thinking, well, I could use 2 of these like this. To go in that junk drawer to kind of give it a little organization. It's organized now, but it's just, there's no trays in there. And to me, a tray just makes a huge difference than when it's just kind of laid up in there. So anyway, so I'm hoping that's what I'm going to do with these little black things. Then I've got this, I've got 2 of these little Lazy Susans. I normally don't measure stuff. I'm terrible about that, but I did measure. And these I'm hoping to put, I've got, when you're facing my stove, I've got my spices over here, and then I've got my baking stuff over here, like baking soda and vanilla and things like that. So I'm hoping, because I got 2 of these, and they're little Lazy Susans. They turn, which, let me take them out of the plastic. They're clear and they turn. So I'm hoping that one will go on the right and the bottom, and I can put the spices that I use the most of at the bottom shelf, and then ones I don't use as much on the top, and then the same thing on my baking shelf to the left of my stove. I'm hoping the things I use more often on the bottom in a Lazy Susan, and then the things I don't use as much in the top, like vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and things like that. So yay, I'm happy to get my little spice rack organized. Okay, then I got, which I said I'm bad about not measuring and looking to see the size of stuff. I got this to hang on the door when you open up my kitchen sink door at the bottom, thinking it was like half the size and like more narrower. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. It might be a little bit too bulky, because once I put my cleaning stuff in there and then I'll shut the door, I'm afraid this may not work. So I may have to use this. I also need some organization in my master bathroom. So I might put that in the cabinet underneath my master bathroom sink if it doesn't work in my kitchen. But I really need this in my kitchen to put like my extra sponges and things like that in. So we shall see about this one also. Okay, then I got a little organizational packet. It says bathroom organizer. It's got 8 little divider things in there. It's got one big tray. And then it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 little compartments to put it in. So this might be also something that I could use in my junk drawer if it's not too wide. This might help me better organize my junk drawer. I'm not real sure compared to one of these. We shall see. I don't think, if I use this, I don't think my screwdrivers and stuff are going to fit in this. But anyway, I got one of these to see where all I could use this at. And then one more big one. It's a drawer organizer bin. It shows here like to go with your utensils and stuff. I'm gonna take this off, but it's got lots of little goodies in there, and it's just white. It's white, and see these little things just kind of come out. So I could always just use the tray by itself, or it allows you to kind of organize everything. There's some little ones, and then some big ones. So anyway, let's see where this might go in the kitchen. And then this one, I think I got this one to go above my stove where I've got my Wesson oil and things like that. I think that's what I had imagined for this one, and it's also a Lazy Susan. It turns around, so I think that's where I'm going to put this one above the stove. We shall see. And then my last thing, when I opened this up, I'm like, I'm not real sure what I was thinking when I bought this one. So, but here's a two-tiered one, which is so cute. It's very easy to put together, and it also turns. So I'm not real sure where I imagine this to gonna go, but hopefully we'll find somewhere to put this. So anyway, y'all, that's all my organization things I got. So this is a Friday night. I just got in from work, and so in the morning we will get to deep cleaning my kitchen, taking everything out of the cabinets, and then getting everything put back in and organized. See you then. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna start with just showing you kind of some problem areas in my kitchen. This is where I keep garbage bags, my Walmart bags, and just some miscellaneous stuff up there, and I keep way too many gift bags there for sure. So I really need to go through there. So, and there's some more stuff back in there, but that really needs to be organized. There's probably things in that wicker basket that I probably have had for 26 years. So I really need to go through it. So that's one problem area that I really need to take care of. My second area is I love baking dishes. I just like those little square baking dishes, Pioneer Woman baking dishes, and this back there is just full of dishes, and I pretty much use them. So I'm thinking, you know, I've had this same kitchen style since I've been in this house for 26 years. So I got to thinking that maybe I could move some of that around and put it down here, which is also, you people that think I am such a tidy person are gonna love this video. Okay, so this is where I keep like my appliances, my blender, some extra bowls that I can't put over there. So I'm thinking maybe I will move this area here and put it in here. So we shall see. Now that's standing with my cutting boards and with my cooling racks and my dish strainer. That is probably the only organizing item I have in my cabinets. So if that tells you anything, but I really like that one. It really takes care of what I need it to do. So this is my other Lazy Susan where I keep all my condiments and canned foods and all that good stuff. And then down there is where I keep all my baking stuff. So that gets so dirty. I know you can't see this on camera, but it gets really dirty in the corners. See that dirt through there? So that just really needs to be wiped out and cleaned really well. Then this is where I keep my pots and pans, and that's pretty much, I think I've said before in one of my videos, I don't have a lot of pots and pans. I like to be very minimum in that. But all those baking sheets and stuff, I think I may use that down here, because I don't really utilize this very well. So I may change my baking sheets and put those down there. So those are them. You start off with a really organized under the sink area, and then it becomes this. So anyway, so I've got some things to organize that too. So I'm anxious to get down in there and see what all's in there. So of course we'll be throwing away, keeping, giving away, and getting this all organized. And y'all, I got this piece of furniture from Kirkland's. I got it on sale, like I think for $35. I was so excited, about a year ago. But this is so handy. This is one organizational thing I can show you guys real fast. I do keep pens and paper here because I always have a running Walmart list. I even raise my children with this. But I always, if I run out of something, I'm coming over to my Walmart list and I'm putting it on there. But this is kind of my most organized area probably of the house. Even my husband knows to put something on there if we need it. But down here, y'all, it's got like a little bin for your potatoes and onions. And I love this. So that keeps it kind of out of my cabinet and over here in well maintenance. So I really like that. So this is probably my best organizational tip I can give y'all right now. But hopefully by the time this video is over with, we'll have some more. Okay, now that I've showed y'all under the cabinets, let me show you each drawer that I have. Now this is going to be my drawer that's got my batteries and Ziploc bags and things like that. So it's pretty well organized. My family knows where to go get a battery, where to go to get scissors, a lighter for the candles, saran wrap full, etc., my family knows where to go to get that. So that's pretty well organized. It just needs to be cleaned really well. And then my next one is, we all know that I love cup towels. So this is just my cup towels. And I've got to go through here and get rid of some of the old ones. I have a basket for Derek to wash the trucks with. So what I do is when I get an old one that's just worn out, I put it in that basket in the utility room for Derek to wash the cars with. So I try to keep that cleaned out as much as possible. And then this one is kind of an excess of my overrun of my cup towels, and I have too many over there. These are my really nice cup towels, so I need to go through there and sort them out. But you can see in here, I kind of have a little organizational type thing going on, kinda. I need to work around this and go through this again and see what I need and what I don't need. So, okay, so that's my extra cup towels and stuff. Now, let's go over to this one, and this is my excess of utensils, kitchen utensils. I'm not a big fan of a utensil holder on the cabinet, so I'll show you in a minute where I keep my utensil holder. But anyway, so I'm gonna get, I think, a better basket for that. I probably had this basket for 20 years, y'all. So it works. I just need to get it all out of there and clean it up really well. Okay, I'm gonna start with this Lazy Susan. Now let me tell you what works in here and then what doesn't work in here. So, okay, this is just where we keep our cards. This is where the kids know where the cards are. And this is where we keep our loose change. So this is going to continue to stay here. These are my smaller bowls I keep here, and then these are the lids that go with my smaller bowls. That tends to work also for me, so I'm probably just going to leave that little setup there. And of course, these canisters, y'all, are so old. These are great Tupperware canisters. But this holds like my flour, my brown sugar, and my regular sugar. So these are most likely going to stay here also. Not real sure if I'm going to move those, but I think for the time being, those are going to stay there. Now, my hand mixer's here, and I'm hoping to move that. And still haven't decided if I'm going to hang on to this or let it go. Okay, but mainly down here, y'all, I've got a couple of pictures that I like to use at special occasions. And then all my lids are just kind of laid in here. Now, right now they work because I know where all my lids are, but I got a little lid holder to see if my lid holder would go there and get those lids more organized. So let's start by taking everything out of this little Lazy Susan and getting it cleaned. Okay guys, I've washed the top of all of my lids I'm going to put back in the cabinet because they were kind of dusty. You're thinking that Lazy Susan is closed so that things inside there do not get dusty, but wrong. It gets dusty. So I washed this lid, and if you can see it, it still kind of has a film on it, and I think that's from putting it in the dishwasher. So I washed it really good with some Dawn dishwashing liquid and scrubbed it, and it still wouldn't come off. So I'm going to try something. I've heard a lot of good things about Dawn dishwashing liquid, vinegar, and some water. Put it in a scrub brush like for the bathtub and things like that. So I made up a little combination of just a little bit of Dawn dishwashing liquid in the blue. That's my favorite, the regular one. Some water and some vinegar. And I'm just going to scrub the top of this and the inside of this and just see if that film will come off. So let me just do one side and see if I'm wasting my time or if it's really going to work. So let's see. Okay, so there's the outside. Of course, if y'all seen my videos before, I always have to put like a little rag here to scrape my pans because this porcelain sink scratches really easily. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over and do the inside of it because you really can't tell if the film is on the outside or the inside. Okay, so that is good and scrubbed. So let's see. Well, I think it might have done it, y'all. Well, and I'm so afraid you won't be able to really see this on camera. Okay, Oh my goodness, it did. It took it right off. Okay, so let's see here. Can y'all see it there? With the two sides, this is the side I didn't wash, and this is the side I did wash, and that film definitely came off. So that's exciting. So if y'all got like glassware and stuff that you normally put in your refrigerator and it's got a film on it, look at there, y'all. That is just sparkling clean on that side. So it did work. So excited about that. So reminder, all I did was take a scrub brush, one of these. I think I got it at the dollar store. And I put some Dawn dishwashing liquid in the blue, a little bit of vinegar, and some water. Okay, y'all, got all my lids washed. So let's see if this lid holder will work in here. It's expandable, which is really cool about it. So you can, if you need it skinnier, wider. So let's see if it works. I'm just gonna use the ones, I'm gonna use the ones that I use the most, I guess in the front. Well, I think that works.
I wish I had a little more time with you, baby. Time to figure out what this could be. I dreamt of a life in a small town that wasn't enough for you somehow. I just wish I had a little more time with you, baby. Weeks and months and years they passed, and I knew it wouldn't last.
Okay, y'all, so I pretty much had my utensil drawer kind of cleaned out. I'm kind of minimal when it comes to my silverware. I just have like 2 sets of silverware that I have. And I know a lot of you look at this and think, gosh, I have probably a whole nother drawer of silverware. So
I challenge you to go through all of your kitchen utensils, all of your silverware. Get rid of your kitchen utensils that you've got extra of, or things that you've just really never used before, and donate them. Get rid of them, declutter them, get them out of your kitchen. Then go through all of your silverware. If you have more than 2 sets of silverware, get rid of that extra. You're not going to use that. You may use all that silverware at Christmas time or Thanksgiving, but on a daily basis, you do not need all that extra stuff.
When we just talked until midnight, I just wish I could freeze this moment, babe. Weeks and months and years they passed, and I knew it wouldn't last. When tears streamed down my face, my mama said, all the nights that end in heartbreak gonna pay off someday. And the pain that you're feeling gradually fades away.
And here I'm just going to show you how I keep up with my spices. To the left of my stove is where I keep all my baking items, anything to do with baking, or my pound spray, that goes into the left side of my stove. My Karo syrup, things like that. To the right of my stove is where I keep all my cooking spices and packages of like Lipton onion soup mix and things like that. Then on the top of my stove is where I keep like my Wesson oils, my vinaigrettes and things like that on the top. My big boxes of salt to refill my salt shakers. So if you've got the cabinet space, maybe that's something that could help you if you need to rearrange your spices so that you could feel like it's more organized. That's always worked for me, is to keep my baking stuff on the left and my regular spices on the right. Now on the bottom shelves is where I keep the things that I use the most of. So I've got 2 Lazy Susans to put in the bottom of the shelf so that I can put my products or my spices on that rack, and so it's easier for me to find as I'm looking for it. And then the tops of the shelves is where I keep things that I really don't use on a daily basis, but I do need those. Here I'm just showing you, I went through all of my spices and everything that was in my cabinets, and there was some expired dates. So those went in the trash. So that was February 2016. So I'm just showing you here how I did go through every product just to check. That one's December 2012. So anyway, guys, so I did go through all that, and then I took the time to wipe down every single one of my spices. Anything that goes back into that cabinet, I wiped it down with some Dawn dishwashing liquid and just some hot water. This is a great time to get everything wiped down and cleaned out also. I know you've seen my videos before where I try to wipe down my spices or anything that I use while I'm cooking before I put it back in the cabinet, but this is a really good time to do that again, to sanitize everything. Then here in a second, you're going to see me, I've got like this white tray. I have a lot of like packets, seasoned packets that I can't keep up with, and I've had them like just in a measuring cup, and I'll keep them in a measuring cup in my cabinet, but that just wasn't, it was getting too full. It just wasn't working for me. So I got this little white tray just to hold those packets. Then I had some extra spices that I just would really only use like at Thanksgiving for like my sage and things like that goes in my dressing. So anything that I just really don't, very seldom use, but like maybe once a year, I put those in this white tray. And I'm going to put this white tray up on one of my top shelves. So then if I do need to get my spice packets down, I can just pull the tray out. So fingers crossed that that's going to work for me. So you'll see me here putting that on the top of my cabinet. And then I've got like some really large spices of like lemon pepper and things like that we got at Sam's that I'm just going to kind of put beside it. So anyway, guys, that's just kind of how I'm going to rearrange my spices and get everything cleaned and put back in the shelves.
Soul, hurt, and fire, and ice. Raindrops, teardrops, a good old cry. Daytime and nighttime, the light makes me blind. Life leaves scars. You're the only one with access to the backstage of my heart.
Alright, so once I took everything out of that cabinet, wiped it down, put my liner back, let me tell you how I kind of rearranged it again. I used that long clear container that I got. It's originally for the refrigerator, but I used it down here to put my excess cleaning stuff in, my extras. It went in the very back. Then I used that little white tray. It's got my SOS pads, it's got my sponges, it's got my light bulbs, some of my excess stuff that are kind of smaller. I just organized it in that little white square thing it's got different little compartments in it. So that was wonderful. I think that was a lifesaver for me. I took everything out of boxes and put it inside there, and so those boxes took up a lot of space. That little Lazy Susan, all of my stuff I use on a daily basis, my cleaning products such as my dish soaps and my countertop sprays, I put on top, and on the bottom I put my sink stoppers and my microfiber cloths. And then that little bucket thing is where I put my scrub brushes in, my 2 brushes that I clean with, and my taller cleaning items were in that little bucket. So I think it turned out great and very organized. I know where everything is now and I actually know what I have. So I was very proud of this area when we got done.
I hoped we were gonna make it. He promised we would find the time. Dreaming for eternity, creating perfect memories. Yeah, we hoped we were gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where love could grow, but in a different way. Bigger than they'd say. Now looking at you keep me going back to those days, capable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap hotels and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes along the roads in Tennessee. Dreaming of what we could be from the back of your dad's red truck. No one thought I was gonna make it. No one believed I'd take the time for realizing my own dreams and taking care of you and me. Yeah, I knew we were always gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where love could grow, but in a different way. Bigger than they'd say. Now looking at you keep me going back to those days, capable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap hotels and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes along the roads in Tennessee. Dreaming of what we could be from the back of your dad's red truck. Those days we were invincible. Splitting up would be unthinkable. Though at times it made me cynical, I wouldn't change a single thing. 'Cause he gave me you keep me going back to those days, incapable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap motels and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes along the roads in Tennessee. Dreaming of what we could be from the back of your dad's red, from the back of your dad's red truck.
All right, so this is my last cabinet that I organized, finally done. I hope this motivates you to get in your kitchen and get some deep cleaning, decluttering done in your kitchen. Tackle that area that's been staring at you for maybe years now. Start with the easiest project, start with the hardest project. Just get started. Get your couple boxes, get you a donate box, get you a throwaway box, and a keep box, and just get in there, pull everything out of your cabinet. It's called the Konmari method, and that's to me the best way to deep clean and declutter. Take it all out, clean it, put back in just what you need, just the necessities. So thanks guys again for watching this video all the way to the end. You support my channel when you do that, when you hit the thumbs up button, and when you become a subscriber. Thank you so much guys. See you in the next video. Bye.